Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to sit with this thought for a moment. What are you carrying that you should have put down a long time ago? See, life has a way of handing us weight. Disappointments, betrayal, guilt, fear, even success that's gone stale. And we, being the emotional creatures we are, sometimes choose to carry it all. But let me tell you something. The art of letting go is not a sign of defeat. It's the beginning of wisdom. Letting go is not forgetting. It's not giving up. It's not pretending it never happened. No, it's about releasing your grip on what no longer serves your growth. Some people walk around with old pain like it's a badge of honor. But pain, when held too long, becomes poison. I'm not just talking about relationships. I'm talking about opportunities that passed. Dreams that didn't come to life. The job you didn't get. The person who didn't believe in you. You can't let your future be dictated by the ghosts of your past. Letting go is often misunderstood. People think it means giving up, or that it's an act of weakness, something done when you've run out of options. But the truth is, letting go is not weakness. It's wisdom. It's the mature recognition that holding on to what no longer serves you is not only unnecessary, but harmful. It's knowing when to fight and when to move. There's a strength in that. A deep internal strength that comes from being honest with yourself about where you are, where you want to go, and what's keeping you from getting there. We all carry things. Some of us carry pain from childhood, things we never talk about, but that still shape how we love, how we trust, how we see the world. Others carry regret about choices we made, chances we didn't take, or the way we treated others. And then there's the weight of missed opportunities, of failures we keep replaying in our minds like broken records, hoping the ending will somehow change. But it never does. And yet we hold on. Why? Because it's familiar, because it's safe. Because even pain becomes comfortable when you've lived with it long enough. But wisdom tells us something else. It tells us that freedom comes not from control, but from release. You don't grow by clenching your fists around the past. You grow by opening your hands and letting go. Letting go of what you thought should have happened. Letting go of how you think people should have treated you. Letting go of the belief that your worth is tied to your mistakes. There is power in that decision. There's clarity that comes when you choose to move forward instead of staying stuck. It's like cleaning a dirty window. The view outside hasn't changed, but suddenly you can see it more clearly. That's what letting go does for the soul. It removes the fog of resentment, fear, and bitterness, and lets you see what's possible again. Now, this doesn't mean you ignore your pain. It doesn't mean you pretend nothing happened. No, it means you process it, you learn from it, and then you release it. You stop letting it define who you are. Because the truth is, your identity is not in what you've been through. It's in how you rise from it. It's in the lessons you carry, not the baggage. Letting go is also about protecting your energy. Not everyone deserves access to your mind, your heart, your time. Some people are lessons, not lifelong companions. Some chapters were only meant to be short stories, not entire novels. And when you keep rereading a chapter, you stop the rest of the story from unfolding. That's why wisdom says, know when to turn the page. You can't build a new life with hands full of old weight. You can't receive what's ahead if you're clinging to what's behind. Life is motion. Life is momentum. And wisdom whispers, move with it. Let go of what breaks you so you can make room for what builds you. Let go of the old version of yourself so you can grow into who you were always meant to become. Faith and discipline are essential to moving forward. Because letting go is not just about walking away. It's about walking towards something greater. It's about stepping into the unknown with confidence, even when the path isn't clear. And let's be real. That kind of movement takes more than willpower. It takes belief. It takes focus. It takes a deep trust that what's ahead is worth more than what's behind. Letting go can feel like losing control. It can feel like standing on the edge of a cliff, unsure of what's on the other side. That's why faith is so important. Faith is not just about religion or spirituality. It's about trust. Trust in the process. Trust in your growth. Trust that life has not forgotten you. Faith says, even though I can't see it, I believe there's something better waiting for me. That belief is what keeps you going when everything in you wants to go back to what's familiar, even if it wasn't good for you. But faith alone isn't enough. Faith must be partnered with discipline. Because faith might get you started, but discipline keeps you going. Discipline is what wakes you up in the morning when you don't feel like it. It's what keeps you focused when distractions try to pull you off course. It's the daily decision to not fall back into old habits, old relationships, old mindsets. Discipline says, I may not feel it today, but I'm showing up anyway. I'm working on myself anyway. I'm moving forward anyway. Without discipline, your faith becomes a wish, a hope with no action behind it. But when you combine faith and discipline, you become dangerous in the best way. You become someone who doesn't just dream, but does. Someone who doesn't just talk, but transforms. You become a force because you're not just waiting for life to happen. You're shaping it with your hands, one consistent action at a time. This journey of letting go isn't smooth. It's not glamorous. There will be moments when you're tempted to run back to what's familiar. There will be nights when the silence is loud and the loneliness tries to convince you that maybe you made the wrong choice. But that's where faith steps in again. It reminds you of your why you left, why you're healing, why you're building something new. And discipline, it gets you through the night. It keeps your hands busy when your mind wants to wander. It reminds you that progress is not always loud or visible, but it's happening. There's something powerful about choosing consistency over comfort. Every day you show up for yourself, every time you say a no to what no longer aligns with you, every time you decide to keep going when quitting would be easier, you're building a future. Brick by brick, habit by habit. Choice by choice. Faith is your vision. Discipline is your execution. One without the other falls short. But together they lead you through the hard days, the uncertain days, the quiet days. They keep you aligned when nothing around you makes sense. They push you beyond your limits. And eventually they bring you to a place where you look back, not with regret, but with gratitude. Because you'll know you didn't just let go. You grew, you trusted, you worked, and you arrived. So in the end, letting go isn't just about release, it's about what you make room for. It's about freeing yourself to grow, to heal, to become. And you won't get there without faith to believe in what's ahead and discipline to keep moving when it's hard. The art of letting go is not passive, it's intentional. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Because what's behind you may have shaped you, but it doesn't have to define you. The real strength lies in your ability to move forward with clarity, with courage, and with purpose. So don't just let go, grow, and rise.